Yo, what's going on, guys? I hope you are all doing well, because I'm not. I have 5 finals this month, and I'm pretty sure I've already failed one of them. My math exam had 36 multiple choice questions. I was so cooked for the final question. I picked A because that's the first letter of my name. I picked A for Akel. This YouTube stuff has to work out, because if I don't, I might have to get a J-O-B. I don't even want to say the word. But anyways, I thought One Piece being back after 6 months would help get some of the weight off my shoulders. But no, we just had Sanji disrespect for 2 episodes straight. I never use Reddit, but I had to go on the One Piece subreddit to see what people were saying, and I can't find the post anymore. But someone asked why Robin was injured and why they did it off screen. You know, it would have been great filler material, but someone said Toei were too busy disrespecting Sanji. And it's so true. In the manga, Zoro was struggling against the Seraphim. In the anime, this dude defeated Baby Kuma and Baby Mihawk with a single strike. Why did it show Zoro defeating Kuma? He wasn't even the one fighting him. And then it shows Sanji on one knee needing to be saved by Nami with the bubble gun. And I heard people defending Toei saying, oh, Sanji fans forgot they got this scene. That was from the manga. Toei didn't add that in for Sanji's sake. This happened in the manga. This, on the other hand, didn't. But you know what? In this video, I'm gonna cover every time Toei disrespected Sanji in Egghead. Not even in Wano, cause God knows they disrespected this man too many times in Wano. Who remembers when Sanji stood up to S-Shark and this guy ragdolled Sanji through the room? This never happened in the manga. Nothing remotely similar even happened to this. I can't really prove this with clips, but 75% of Sanji's dialogue in Egghead has consisted of him saying one of his simpy one-liners. This guy has no other dialogue. Definitely no memorable dialogue. Who remembers when Sanji did this in the manga, and then Toei decided to give us a full feature-long film of him acting like a dog and jumping after Stussy? This scene went on for an entire minute. I can't take this anymore. Who runs Toei? Who wakes up and says, we need more content to fill up the episode so we don't exceed animating more than a quarter of a chapter, and decides, you know what, let's fill up the time with a Sanji humiliation compilation. This has to be one of those humiliation rituals they make rappers partake in to become famous. You know, in exchange for Sanji's OP Germa powers, he has to be a nuisance for 10 episodes straight. Lock in for 1 episode and then go back to being an idiot. Not to mention that they ruined this panel. This is supposed to be the Straw Hat panel they have in like every arc, like Punk Hazard, and they discluded Sanji, who was there.
Oh, well, actually, Robin wasn't there either.
She wasn't there in the manga either. Take it up with Oda. Sanji, on the other hand, was actively discluded. This is vile. And as soon as he's back on the screen, he's simping again for Stussy. Have y'all noticed that Sanji has never acted this simpy to a random girl before? I mean, obviously, Sanji has Sanji syndrome, okay? At Zou, he was rubbing faces with everyone, okay? And in Dressrosa, he was with Viola. Like, I get it, right? I get it. But he has glazed Stussy more this arc than he has Nami. Then in the manga, Luffy, Lucci, Kaku, and Zoro were 4v2ing the Seraphim and were struggling. Look at them, they were sweating. Whilst Sanji ate S-Shark's punch. And I'm not giving credit to Toei for animating this, cause it's their job. But tell me why both fights in the manga and off screen, we don't know how they actually end, but the fight where Zoro was struggling in the manga ends with Zoro cutting down both Seraphim at the same time, even though that was never mentioned in the manga. And Sanji's fight ends with him saying Nami saved him and he was on one knee. Are we for real? Like, this guy Zoro never even fought Kuma in the manga. This makes no sense. This has gotten so bad. I've been seeing videos on TikTok of people saying that the Toei animators don't know what to do with Sanji's character and they're trying to find a way to kill him off or remove him from the story in some way. Now, obviously, I mean, nobody's denied this, but this is obviously fake. These are obviously just stupid rumors. But the fact that some people actually believe this is real just goes to show how badly they're treating Sanji in the anime. People are believing these dumb rumors because that's pretty much the only thing left for Toei to do to Sanji. And everyone says Oda isn't at fault, but he reviews every episode and approves it, meaning he can see this tomfoolery taking place and he lets it slide. Same way UEFA witness Madrid robbing game after game and do nothing about it. Do you know how difficult it is being a Barca fan and a Sanji fan? It's always me versus the world for real. Anyways, on the topic of soccer/football, remember when Toei gave us a full 90-minute game of football where Black Maria's goons kicked him around and sang? Toei made a whole song, a whole music video of Sanji getting kicked around. But anyways, I said I'm only covering Egghead in this video. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed watching Madrid get smoked by Arsenal last night. And yeah, remember to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next week. Bye bye.